Florida Panther, Florida Puma Animals. Tiere SelMcKenzie Selzer-McKenzie. Author Tiere Selzer-McKenzie. The Florida Panther is a highly threatened representative of cougar, Puma concolor, that lives in forests and swamps of southern Florida in the United States. Its current taxonomic status, Puma concolor cory or Puma concolor cougar, is unresolved, but recent genetic research alone does not alter the legal conservation status. This species is also known as the cougar, mountain lion, puma, and catamount, but in the southeast, and particularly Florida, it is exclusively known as the panther. Males weigh about 170 pounds, 77 kilograms, and live within a range that includes the Big Cypress National Preserve, Everglades National Park, and the Florida Panther National Wildlife Refuge. Left square bracket 3 right square bracket. This population, the only unequivocal cougar representative in the eastern United States, currently occupies only 5% of its historic range. The number of living Florida panthers is estimated to be between 80 and 100. Left square bracket 4 right square bracket. In 1982, the Florida Panther was chosen as the Florida state animal. Left square bracket 5 right square bracket. Florida Panthers are spotted at birth and typically have blue eyes. As the panther grows, the spots fade and the coat becomes completely tan, while the eyes typically become more of a yellow. The panther's underbelly is a creamy white, with black tips on the tail and ears. Florida panthers lack the ability to roar, and instead make many distinct sounds that include whistles, chirps, growls, hisses, and purrs. The Florida panther has long been considered a unique subspecies of cougar, under the trinomial Puma concolor cory, Felis concolor cory in older listings, one of 32 subspecies once recognized. The Florida panther has been protected from legal hunting since 1958, and in 1967 it was listed as endangered by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. It was added to the state's endangered species list in 1973. Left square bracket 5 right square bracket. Left square bracket 6 right square bracket. It continues to be one of the most intensively and expensively protected feline, mostly because there are only about 80 to 100 left. A genetic study of cougar mitochondrial DNA finds that many of the supposed subspecies are too similar to be recognized as distinct. Left square bracket 2 right square bracket, suggesting a reclassification of the Florida panther and numerous other subspecies into a single North American cougar, Puma concolor cougar. Following the research, the canonical mammal species of the world, 3rd edition, ceased to recognize the Florida panther as a unique subspecies, collapsing it and others into the North American cougar. Left square bracket 1 right square bracket. Despite these findings, it is still listed as subspecies Puma concolor cory in research works, including those directly concerned with its conservation. Left square bracket 7 right square bracket. Responding to the research that suggested removing its subspecies status, the Florida Panther Recovery Team notes, the degree to which the scientific community has accepted the results of Culver et al. And the proposed change in taxonomy is not resolved at this time. Left square bracket 8 right square bracket. The Florida panther's diet includes, but is not limited to, white-tailed deer, wild hogs, armadillo, birds, and rabbits. They do feed on young alligators, perhaps even sub-adults. Although not a natural part of its diet, panthers will take farm animals including cattle. The Florida panther is not a man-eater and there are no documented attacks on humans, however they may attack if provoked or threatened. The Florida panther only has 2 natural enemies, large adult alligators, and humans. The biggest threat to their survival is human encroachment. Historical persecution reduced this wide-ranging, large carnivore to a small area of South Florida. This created a tiny isolated population that became inbred, revealed by kinked tails, heart and sperm problems. The two highest causes of mortality for Florida panthers are automobile collisions and territorial aggression between panthers, but the primary threats to the population as a whole include habitat loss, habitat degradation, and habitat fragmentation. Southern Florida is a fast-developing area, and certain developments such as Ave Maria near Naples are controversial for their location in prime panther habitat. Left square bracket 9 right square bracket. Development and the Caloosahatchee River are major barriers to natural population expansion. While young males wander over extremely large areas in search of an available territory, females occupy home ranges close to their mothers. For this reason, cougars/panthers are poor colonizers and expand their range slowly despite occurrences of males far away from the core population. It was formerly considered critically endangered by the IUCN, but it has not been listed since 2008. Recovery efforts are currently underway in Florida to conserve the state's remaining population of native panthers. This is a difficult task, as the panther requires contiguous areas of habitat. Each breeding unit, consisting of one male and 2 to 5 females, requires about 200 square miles, 500 kilometers of habitat. Left square bracket 10 right square bracket. A population of 240 panthers would require 8,000 to 12,000 square miles, 31,000 kilometers of habitat and sufficient genetic diversity in order to avoid inbreeding as a result of small population size. The introduction of 8 female cougars from a closely related Texas population has apparently been successful in mitigating inbreeding problems. Left square bracket 11 right square bracket. One objective to panther recovery is establishing 2 additional populations within historic range, a goal that has been sociopolitically difficult. The Florida panther has been at the center of a controversy over the science used to manage the species. There has been very strong disagreement between scientists about the location and nature of critical habitat. This in turn is linked to a dispute over management which involves property developers and environmental organizations. Left square bracket 12 right square bracket. Recovery agencies appointed a panel of 4 experts, the Florida Panther Scientific Review Team, SRT, to evaluate the soundness of the body of work used to guide panther recovery. The SRT identified serious problems in panther literature, including miscitations and misrepresentation of data to support unsound conclusions. Left square bracket 13 right square bracket. Left square bracket 14 right square bracket. Left square bracket 15 right square bracket. A Data Quality Act, DQA, complaint brought by Public Employees for Environmental Responsibility, PEER, and Andrew Eller, a biologist with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, USFWS, was successful in demonstrating that agencies continued to use incorrect data after it had been clearly identified as such. Left square bracket 16 right square bracket. As a result of the DQA ruling, USFWS admitted errors in the science the agency was using and subsequently reinstated Eller, who had been fired by USFWS after filing the DQA complaint. In 2 white papers, environmental groups contended that habitat development was permitted that should not have been, and documented the link between incorrect data and financial conflicts of interest. Left square bracket 17 right square bracket. Left square bracket 18 right square bracket. In January 2006, USFWS released a new draft Florida Panther Recovery Plan for public review.